just realized that a huge portion of my food is Southwestern, which makes sense because I used to live in New Mexico and California as well. But everything is veganized. So tonight we are making a barbacoa that is to die for. And it's healthy, mostly whole foods. I am using a little bit of plant-based butter and some of this feta cheese, which I'm using as cotija. It's a great substitute. I'm going to be serving the barbacoa over butternut squash. Does that not sound so good? Because the butternut squash is going to take 40 minutes to roast, we need to do that first. So I preheated the oven to 400 degrees. I will make the recipe available for you on my Substack, which will be linked in the description box below. I put a little pan with a plant-based butter on top of my stovetop so that the butter would melt, but it wasn't melting fast enough, so I actually put it in the oven. You'll see that it's a little bit more browned. It's that Miyoko's plant-based butter. It browns it so good. And then just putting the butternut squash on top of it. I salted it a little bit, and in the oven it goes. All I did was drain my tofu. I did not press it. When it comes to jackfruit or any canned fruit really, I like to drain it and then rinse it out because I don't really like the citric acid preservative. So I'll rinse it out a couple times, and then I will shred the jackfruit by hand. You can actually do it with a fork. Some don't like the seeds. They don't bother me. I just kind of break them up with my hands, and then I combine it all with the shredded tofu. How much chipotles to use? Now we like it really hot because we're abnormal. We got probably about a big heaping tablespoon of adobo sauce and about probably 6 chipotles, half the can. Half of this can. But if you have a baby mouth, you might want to use just maybe 1, or you could actually rehydrate a couple guajillo chilies and maybe put in, like a couple guajillo chilies would do it. That would be good. Maybe like 4 guajillo chilies. They're not very hot. They have them at Walmart. So I like it a little sweet. So I'm going to put in my last 2 dates. I should have put the food processor together before I did that. This is just a comedy of errors. I don't know where I put my food processor top. Like, how do you lose that? How? I know what happened. I got it out of the way so that when I drained my tofu and stuff, I could show you a clean sink. Okay, let's see if this... A little bit of apple cider vinegar. About a big 2 tablespoons, I think that is. So I'm actually using some plant butter today. I don't usually use this. I ran out of olive oil and avocado oil So this is what I have. I don't like to use too much plant butter because it has coconut oil, which is high in saturated fat, but a little bit is not going to hurt you. So I chopped a whole onion, but I'm only going to use half. I'm going to save this for another recipe. I just like to kind of prep for other things. That's good. So I only have to clean up once. We're going to put in some cumin, about a teaspoon, and I would really like oregano, but oregano is something else that I'm out of. But I'm going to use this pozole spice blend. It has chile caribe, I guess, onion, garlic, and oregano and salt, and I think it will give me exactly what I need and some more. So I put about 2 tablespoons, but I'm thinking that you're probably not going to get this. I mean, I will make it available down I'll make it available on my Amazon store. It's real. Oh, actually, I'm not even sure if this is available on Amazon, but if it's not, I'll leave a link to it. If you're in New Mexico, you should be able to get this pretty easily. I know Los Chileros is available on Amazon. I'm just not sure if this pozole blend is. Just do a teaspoon of oregano instead, because this is a substitution. I don't know. I might blend this. Maybe I will. I think, you know what? I am going to blend it. Okay, that's good. Sorry, I'm upstaging you, but these pans are too heavy to and hot to, okay. Put this over here. Put another knob of plant-based butter. I kind of want fat in this anyway because barbacoa is kind of fatty. You can't really dupe something without dipping some of the fat. See how much we can get in here. Okay, ideally we should be putting this in a larger pan, get it on pretty hot. We're just gonna let it kind of crisp up on the bottom, just push it down. And almost like we're doing hash browns. I'm gonna throw in a couple of cloves, a little bit of Ceylon cinnamon. I'll just put it directly in there. Half a cup. That is so good. I'm gonna make it a little bit more unctuous, which really just means fatty, but it also sounds like a really decadent word, like a tasty word, by putting some tahini in it. And some unctuousness. You'll bring the flavors out. And it will also hold it together. I don't think I've ever made anything better. That is so good. Okay, we're gonna turn off the heat. Oh, that looks pretty done, doesn't it? Yeah, it's fully done. It's Friday night, so we're gonna live it up. We're gonna use this as cotija cheese. I wanna show you what this cheese is like. It's quite homogeneous. This is not exactly like feta. We're actually going to only use about this much, just as a garnish. Oh, that looks so good. So caramelized. Oh, so yummy. That's for my husband. He'll get the big, huge piece because he's a big, huge Viking sort of man. I'm going to smash it up a little bit. Yeah, and this doesn't crumble quite like cotija or feta. It's a little creamy. Put it on top. Not the prettiest. I have a hard time getting these pictures. I'm really good with flavors, but I'm not really good with the artistry of food. Okay. Just we'll throw some all over it. Okay. Let's see if it's everything that I imagined it to be. Got to get a little butternut squash, a little avocado. Getting a little tomato would be too ambitious, but this is the best thing I've ever made. Hello. Hello, husband. It's time for dinner.
All right. Love you.
Love you too. Bye. Bye. And I love you too. Goodbye.
I'm just a girl, a wonderful girl, I'm the sweetest one in town. Can search for miles around and no one like me can be found. I've got a smile, a wonderful smile in a certain little way. Every time the boys get near me, they look at me and say, red hot mama, you're the one we need. Red hot mama, some charmer, yes indeed. They say that I should be